Sagittarius. A lot of different stuff coming out. You are being recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table. Some good stuff is coming in for you. There may be an invitation of love or commitment of some kind. A contract of some kind may be signed. Some of you are about to get a really good offer for career, I think. There's definitely potential to step into a role of leadership in some way, which as a mutable fire sign, mutable signs can do it all, especially Sagittarius because of your fire energy. You can easily embody fixed energy, cardinal energy, and your own mutable energy. Spirit's going to push you a little bit at the end of the month though, and sort of position you and pivot you perhaps into a role of leadership. And there could be something that comes out of that. A lot of interesting stuff. So the first card that came out of the Lenormand deck, I said, give me, Spirit, for Sag, the most... So you might feel like you're being whipped a little bit. I think life and work kick your ass a little bit. You might not feel like you have enough time to complete everything. Life might feel kind of like Groundhog Day right now. You're also being asked to keep up a steady, productive pace, but this may feel somewhat oppressive. We might be fixing some things that were broken. I'm seeing that you may clean up some messes for people. Sagittarians are usually good at helping people clean up messes when they're actually ready for solutions and they're ready to think outside of the box. That's when Sag comes in and says, perfect, I have some suggestions for you. There's maybe going to be some repairing damage. I think that some of you may find yourself accidentally thrust into a role of leadership in some way. I'm also hearing that some of you are working to create more independence for yourself and you're trying to help others around you, maybe your partners, your children, your family, co-workers in particular. You'd like them to be a little bit more independent, but I do see that they're going to keep coming back to you, right? They're going to keep coming back to you. I think you're an it girl and an it guy right now because those are the first, I mean, the whip came out, like you may have to crack the whip on others right now. You may feel like somewhat of a taskmaster, or maybe you have a taskmaster in your life saying, like, life in and of itself can kind of crack a whip on us. But the whip is being cracked to help you step into a role of leadership. And the Magician came out, magic. Wisdom is at the bottom of the deck. So it's almost like Spirit is saying to you, what are you doing? I mean, I love that you're a team player, but like, did you really think that Aries was the only fire sign that could be a leader? Pretty sure you can do it too. I think that you have the magic touch right now, Sagittarius, and you also have a lot of wisdom to share. Some of you have become like an expert or elite in your field. It's like nobody can do the voodoo that you do. And you do see yourself in a role of leadership. You, as a leader, you may have to crack the whip on others. That can be difficult. Yeah, it can be difficult, especially for a laid-back sign like you. You don't like to be harsh or tough on people, I notice. But that makes you very good leaders. Or you may feel like a whip is being cracked on you to step into a role of leadership somehow. But there is going to be some kind of an invitation. Ooh, just a little bit more, please. A solar flare, there will be an activation that brings in conjunction, alliance. Libra got the same card. I shuffled the crap out of this deck. I used it for them too, and I'm like, oh, it's coming out for you guys. And we do have Libra at the bottom of the deck. Whoa, and partnership and the sun. Well, okay. So for some of you, there's going to be an activation of a potential partnership, or maybe a big leap forward in partnership. I'm getting the sense that because Libra came out, and I do have Justice over here in another tarot deck with partnership, for some of you, this is like a career alliance of some kind. It's some kind of a good alliance that will be in focus for you. Spirit is sending in people that you have things in common with. And with Venus, it's not just about love. It's about our relationship with the material plane and what we place value on and why. Because Venus is interested in something that will last long term. Very Libra energy, very Taurian energy. There's going to be this activation of a potential alliance. I also heard that some of you might have something in court. Your lawyer is going to do a great job. Or you'll find a good one or something like that. Also, themes that you're going to experience out of the I Ching, which I clarified quite a bit. Pardon me, you guys, I've had bad allergies all week. I Ching 53 and I Ching hexagram 47 have come out. 18 is at the bottom of the deck, the catalyst or the challenge, repairing damage. Okay, you have to keep up a really steady pace right now, and work and life might feel a bit oppressive, either for you or someone around you. And the catalyst is there's some damage that has to be prepared. So it's like cleaning up messes from the past, dealing with some karma. It might be your karma, might be other people's karma. Watch out for having people just ask you to clean up their mess, but then not give you any credit or anything like that. With the whip coming out and then a steady pace and oppression, yeah. Yeah, so it's like maybe having to quickly catch up in some way. I wanted to know what this was about. These two cards were really together, and I was like, what's a steady pace about? And I have the Chariot, that's Cancer, but it's also travel and movement. The Two of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, and then I got the Nine of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and 10 of Wands on oppression, a steady pace and oppression. You guys look like you're going to be stretched really thin at the end of the month. Travel plans might be canceled or scheduled. Like your daily routine might be really thrown off and really irritating. Watch out for people driving angry around you. Watch out for angry driving. Watch out for not paying attention while you're traveling. There's anxiety about work. You're carrying this heavy load. It's like, oh my God, I'm working on stuff. The details are stressing you out. You're overwhelmed. You might feel like a one-woman army or a one-man army right now. And it's like, holy shit. I'm seeing that like work-life balance might really be a struggle right now. Like, what do I do? Some of you are thinking about moving with the 10 of Wands and the Chariot, but it like might be difficult for you to find a place to live or get a new job. And it's like, what do? I have to make these practical choices. I feel like it's about keeping all your balls in the air, and it's go, 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 go. You might be short-tempered and irritated and stressed out. I'm also hearing that some of you, like if you are in a role of leadership, you might ask an employee or something to travel for work or something, and they're going to be irritated and they're going to be like, well, I can't do that right now. And it's overwhelming for them. Like you might be cracking the whip on other people, or you feel like that life is cracking a whip on you. I think you're going to feel like you don't have enough hours in the day. You may burn the candle at both ends because you feel like you really have to work to get something done. I also think you feel like you want to prove a point. You may try to win some kind of battle. It's just a lot of work right now and a lot of attention to detail, and it's a bit much. Cleaning up messes and stuff like that. And I'm hearing some of you say, why do people think that I'm the person for this? I guess you just are. I guess you just are. Some other stuff that's happening for you too. This deck wanted to talk a little bit more. I was very happy with leadership and magic and wisdom coming out, but the deck wanted to say more about maybe some other areas of your life. Cleanse and sovereignty came out as well. And I clarified this. They wanted me to, I love it when Spirit does this. They'll say, use this deck and then use this other deck to clarify it. So I love when they tell me to let Oracle decks clarify other Oracle decks. I could work that way all day long. It makes me very happy when they tell me to do this. So when I said, okay, what do I clarify with? They said Island Time Wellness. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of relationshipy. And this is relationshipy too, but it's more like about a relationship with ourselves. We have ascending, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for some kind of a union. But I think it's a self-union because what followed was self-indulgence, focus on the self and self-worth. It's time to heal. You might have done some shadow work, but I think you're moving into a time of appreciation. Healthy choices is at the bottom of the deck as well. Making healthy choices in love and life, self-care, self-love, being happier. So with the leadership and the magic and the wisdom, and then also like you really want to cleanse and have sovereignty. And then we've got this invitation of love. Some of you will entertain an invitation of love. For others of you, it might be more career focused, like accepting a new position, a new job, something like that. For you, it's all about cleansing and getting rid of what no longer serves you. I recommend a cleansing ritual of some kind. It might really help you feel better because it will lead to some sovereignty. As a Libra myself, this sovereignty card is one of my favorite cards because I love how she's looking up at her ancestors and the people that she respects and admires. These are archetypes that she looks at and she looks up to. And she's standing in front of these statues for a reason. Clearly, they have impacted her in probably some positive ways, but she's wearing a red jacket for a reason. She's like, look, I respect you. I look up to you. You've taught me so much, but I'm my own individual person, and I want to take all that I've learned from you and put it towards my personal sovereignty and personal agency. This is about ascending for yourself. Like, I want to make choices that lead to more self-indulgence, that allow me to focus on myself. Maybe you'd like family or friends or your partner to be a little bit less reliant on you right now. Maybe you'd like to be a little less reliant on them. Like individuality, standing apart, and sovereignty, and ascending and overcoming obstacles and challenges. I really felt ascending had to do with money. I actually saw money on the card, and there's no money on the card, but that's what I saw. So when my eyes play tricks on me during a reading, it's like, I think that's what they want me to see. I'm hearing that rather than being so generous with others right now, you're like, I'd really like to indulge myself right now. I want to make healthy choices, but I really want to appreciate myself. I'm hearing that some of you might have a choice. It's like, well, I can buy this thing that I want, or I can give this money to my children. And you always put your kids first. I heard someone say, I always put my cat first. Okay, I put my cat first sometimes too. Whoever you are, I hear you. It's like you're always putting other people first. Now you're like, actually, I'd like to be a little self-indulgent. I want to be a little selfish right now. I want to focus on myself and what's important to me. I want to stand apart. I want to focus on my own money. I want to take care of myself. I don't want to give it away to other people. And I think that you want to move into alliances that support your sovereignty. You can have a lot of sovereignty and a lot of space from a partner and still be deeply committed to them and in love with them, right? That's romance. I'm also hearing something that you really would like to... I'm hearing that some of you are very territorial right now about your space and your work. You're willing to work in a group dynamic. You're willing to be a leader as well, but like you really want it your way right now. You don't want to have to answer to other people at this time. You want to be independent. You want other people around you to be independent. And I feel like you're trying to kind of find a sweet spot in relationships and work where you're allowed to go off and explore and do your own thing. I'm thinking that some of you are considering being like consultants or entrepreneurs, or again, like very territorial with work. I'm hearing that you don't want a lot of help with projects. You'd like to do things on your own. No one can do it the way you do it. But I feel like the things that you're doing are going to help other people be more independent and sovereign the way you are. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Hopefully those messages work for you guys. But right now you do feel like the whip is being cracked. It's like, oh my God, my work day, like for some of you, your work day just went from like 6 hours to 10 hours. It's just like this time, like this squeeze, or it's like your schedule's crazy. You're trying to keep all your balls in the air. You do feel like you're whipped at the moment. But let's talk about the recent past and what I see moving forward. Again, with justice coming out, it's like maybe some of you are dealing with consequences, or you're trying to get something wrapped up for a contract. I'm hearing a specific date. Okay. Something that has to be finished, some kind of a document or something has to be turned in or finished by a certain date. Could be legal, contract work, or something in a court of law, maybe. I'm hearing that justice will be served in your favor, though. I'm hearing don't let your enemies fool you. All this work you're doing will pay off. Just make sure you're getting credit for any damage repair that you're doing for other people. I just heard someone say, because these idiots can't do it for themselves. Okay. Oh, Sagittarius, I love you right now. I can hear some of you in my head. Let's talk about like what came out in the tarot though. So right now the whip is being cracked, but in the recent past, it felt like number 23, the mice. Interesting. But then near future, two cards came out, the dice and the tower. You're going to take a risk and potentially transition in a way that's surprising. We have another tower here too. Like changes are coming if you're willing to take the risk. You are going to have to make a practical choice. Two of Pentacles is here twice. So let's talk about what I'm seeing here. So recent past. You know, the whip is, oh, we got to get to it now. But I was like, the mice, okay, this is about being somewhat opportunistic. You might have had a person kind of taking advantage of you a little bit or making the most of a situation. You yourself might have made the most of a situation. Everything in nature can be a bit opportunistic. No one's accusing you of like taking advantage of other people or using people or anything like that. Based on what I see here, I think in the recent past, you had a lot of time to do something that you wanted that made you really happy. Because recent past that's really influencing the present moment is the Nine of Cups, the Magician, and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. Well, in the recent past, whatever you were doing was fun as shit. Like it made you really happy. I think you guys like this creative energy. But with opportunist coming out, the opportunistic card coming out, you might have taken an opportunity to do something and it made you really happy. But what I'm hearing more so is something like you might have like, you were able to take advantage of, I'm hearing it was a sweet deal. You had like a sweet deal. Like this looks like someone working on art or like practicing stuff in the kitchen, like an art project, or you were creating content of some kind and you were like, yeah, I'm using all the resources and I'm alchemizing and I'm putting a lot of work into it and this feels really right and it's really easy and it makes me so happy to do. Instant wish fulfillment. But with the mice card coming out, it might have been something like, I'm hearing it's like maybe you had free rent for like 3 months, but now it's over. Or maybe you had access to a class for free and you learned a whole lot and it made you really happy. Or I'm hearing that maybe some of you worked from home and for a while, maybe you were able to get away with like working on your own stuff here and there that made you happy. Nobody knew. It was kind of a don't ask, don't tell situation. I'm also hearing that like some of you were able to do something like you had access to a place like the gym, the pool, something that you should have had to pay for, but you didn't have to. It was like some kind of a sweet deal. So it's not like you were taking advantage of something. It was like this opportunity was in front of you. Maybe you've had a lot of time to, in the recent past, you might have had more time to put into the things that you loved. And clearly it made you happy. It's like you saw the opportunity and you took it. Saw the opportunity and you took it. And it was like not bad or wrong. It was just like you had that opportunity. But now all of a sudden it's not nearly as fun because now the whip is cracked. Like maybe this was a fun brainstorming stage to something and now the real work is setting in. You might have had a be careful what you wish for, you just might get it because you're like, oh shit, this isn't fun right now. Like it's really hard work. Or, oh my God, like this part was fun, but now I got to really do the hard work. Now I got to put my money where my mouth is. Because what's coming out in your current energy is the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. I'm hearing, how did I get myself roped into this shit again? That's what I'm hearing. It's like you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. Twists and turns of fate. When the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's God saying to you, look, there's a lot of moving parts to what's happening right now. You're not the only person involved with this. Like there's a lot of people around you, Five of Wands, with like differing opinions. There's a bit of competition. Five of Wands isn't Five of Swords. You know, the Five of Swords is I'm right, you're wrong, I win, you lose. We're going to have a Jerry Springer shit show fight in the parking lot. That's not the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is like welcome to Earth where we have competing ideas and it's like, no, I think we should do it this way. No, I think we should do it this way. And it's like everyone's trying to climb a ladder and get the boss's attention. Everybody wants the same thing. You might feel like there's a lot of competing ideas around you, too many cooks in one kitchen. It's like Things are a little difficult right now. Things aren't coming easy, and you are being expected to work at a steady pace. You might also be having some tension with a younger earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person could be a teenager. They could also be up into late 20s, early 30s. Usually after the age of 26, 27, I see people turning into queens and kings, but we've got a knight here. So there might just be a young earth sign that you have a little bit of tension with, and it's like, why does it keep happening with this kid? Some of you have Virgo in your chart, and it's really coming out right now with the Magician and the Knight of Pentacles. Magician is Virgo energy. They do something different and hidden with their magic than Aries and Gemini do. But it's like, now it's time for the hard work, and nobody around you is making it easier. And this is a cycle you've been in before. This is where you are now. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is like, look, everything is temporary. You already know this. Sagittarius is the rolling stone that gathers no moss. What goes up comes down. What goes down comes up. Don't worry about it. This is just where you are right now. But it might feel like Groundhog Day. Like the Knight of Pentacles is the proverbial workhorse of the minor arcana. This is a person that shows up and gets it done. I work. I am predictable. Nothing up my sleeve. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I can be a little stubborn. If it's not perfect, I get angry. And it's almost like you don't want to get your hands dirty right now, because whatever you had been doing, it's like suddenly not fun. Like maybe a few weeks ago, what you were doing felt really sexy and cool and fun. And now it's like, this just feels like work, and work is a 4-letter word. Fuck that, right? It's like the whip. You're like, well, this isn't fun. So it just doesn't feel fun right now. Schedule your time really well. Time management is a thing. Watch out for overworking yourself. Other people around you, there might be a lot of tension, especially focusing on details of some kind, because this 8 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords is like, oh my God, I have to get every detail right. Can you ask anybody else for help with that? Looking at these details, trying to make decisions, trying to balance time. With the Chariot here, some of you really want to move forward in some way, but the Knight of Pentacles is like, we don't move forward. We stay right here where it's comfy, where we work hard but not smart. That is not fun for Sagittarius. You guys are way too dynamic and slick for that. So this might be, it's just about like showing up, getting it done, putting your money where your mouth is, expecting other people to do that too. People will try to get along, but it's not going to be the 3 of Cups, right? Where we're happy and we're all getting along and it's like magical creative collaboration and fun. You might be dealing with a lot of opinionated people right now, yourself included. Sagittarians are very opinionated. They can be mouthy at times too, I notice. You guys have this like drop the mic kind of thing that you do that people don't expect you to do. So it's like there's just tension with that and a need to get something done. I'm hearing get it done, get it out the door. Oh, it's just going to feel like a lot right now. And I think that that's pushing you to do something different and soon. People will notice you right now. You will get attention, especially if you're stepping into some role of leadership and you've been the Magician. Maybe this is you, like you created something and now you're trying to get everybody to do it, and it's like herding cats. If you ever tried to like herd cats, oh my God, I have one cat and I can't herd him. So it's like, I'm feeling a lot of like, oh my God, why do I have to rely on these people? Why are all these people relying on me? I'm hearing somebody like, they hear mom, 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 and you're like, oh my God, say my name. Just say my name. I'm so done. Just stretched a little thin, right? So it was like, it was easy for a while for someone, either you or someone else, but now we're nitpicky about the details. Now we're focused on now we're in the thick of it, right? We're in the thick of it. But it's like, I noticed the Knight of Pentacles is looking over here at Venus, and it's like, I mean, I could keep doing this, or I could really step into something else that will give me a lot of sovereignty and furthermore, give me the opportunity to focus on just me. Good God, does that make me selfish? I'm hearing someone say that. Am I selfish for wanting this? No, you're not. You're not selfish for wanting sovereignty, Sagittarius. As a matter of fact, it's probably something you need because you're a mutable sign and everybody comes to you for your fire and your charisma and your passion, and you just roll up your sleeves and you're super cooperative. You get along with everybody. You've never met a stranger. And what ends up happening to mutable signs is that people are needy with you. Yeah. So it's like, I really want to be needed a little less so that I can focus on me. Everything is pushing you to see the new alliances and to recognize who's recognizing you. In the near future, we have the dice and the tower. Some of you might be dealing with a Scorpio or a Leo. If you have Scorpio in your chart, welcome to the drama of being you. I have Scorpio in my chart. It's in a close planet. And everything is dramatic for us. Like, there's nothing subtle about our cycles. They're all very intense and very impactful. And you have an intense, potentially impactful kind of scorpionic thing that could possibly come in if you're willing to take the risk and if you're willing to accept change. I'm hearing something about like a company being sold or moving, relocating. There's a changing of the guard. That's what the tower means. And clarifying this, captain, watchtower, guard, changing of guard, something. I'm hearing something about that. But in the near future, we have the Seven of Cups, so a lot of options, maybe some daydreaming too, getting in touch with all your options. It's a bit overwhelming. Strength, you will hold back. Either that or you're just really confused about a Leo. Holding back. And then the Two of Pentacles, you will have a choice to make. And it's a surface level choice and you've got to make a practical choice. I'm also hearing that you're just going to have to be really strong and juggle a lot all at once. You might not have a whole lot of time for fun and you have to make this really like, I wanted to know what the Two of Pentacles was because that's like, I got to make some kind of a choice. I either have to make a choice or I have to be able to do two things at the same time. You know, that's what this might be about, is a lot of you are trying to do two things at the same time. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. It's like, okay, what do I do here? Two of Pentacles. Clarifying this is the Three of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Tower. Some of you are anticipating that in the near future, something will come in for you that really changes everything and really excites you. You can feel it, you can sense it on the horizon. This might involve a Scorpio or another fire sign, but this, of course, could be you. That is a Sag feminine, but it could be another feminine if you don't think it's you. You might be anticipating some kind of change. I feel like you're going to see opportunities for alliances, but then also opportunities for sovereignty. The Queen of Wands does have a very strongly defined sense of self. She is a leader. She is an individual. She's also like the best friend you've ever had and a very exciting, passionate person. You'll be very scattered in the near future. It's like, I'm hearing somebody say, okay, even though I'm like burning the candle at both ends and it's like insane and I'm trying to do two things at once, can I add one more thing? It's like you're looking for that thing that really excites you. It maybe allows you to get the ego fulfillment that you want, allows you to be creative the way you want, allows you to step into this role of leadership and really excites you. You may have to make a practical choice about it. You have to weigh your odds very carefully. It's not an intellectual choice. It's not an emotional choice. It's not the Two of Swords or the Two of Cups. It's not the Two of Wands. It's not about finding the path that has growth potential. It's about weighing your odds and being super down to earth and practical about a choice that you make. I'm also hearing that some of you are like, okay, I'm going to do what I'm doing now for 2 more years, but I really want a change. I just have to figure out what. You will not make a change lightly. And it will be a risk, and it will require something to kind of change in the future. I'm hearing that some of you that have a health issue, or someone around you that has a health issue, may have access to something really transformational. It's like renegade and new medicine, new healing options. Like, I'm hearing that someone might like move all the way across a country or relocate just so they can seek special treatment of some kind for a physical ailment. It will restore health. Something will restore health, restore enthusiasm. It's just a matter of when you should do it and why, like being practical about that. Some of you, it's all about gaining more independence and more confidence at this time. I feel as though some of you are about to enter into a 2-year cycle, because I think that you're done constantly feeling like, okay, it's easy and then it's hard, and then it's easy and then it's hard. And you're going to look at things that are different that will bring more balance into your life. Right now is in between. Other people may make you wait. They may think they have all the time in the world. You may say, I need more time to make a decision too. It will go in a good direction. The sun. It'll make you happy. So right now it's just about getting through this, Sagittarius, and knowing that very soon you will have some choices you need to take a look at. You're going to be reserved and make the practical choice, because I think you know that when you pull the trigger and make the choice, it's going to bring rapid, sudden onset change and awakening into your life. But with it will come a passion and a clarity. Keep making those healthy choices and standing up for your sovereignty, Sagittarius, because that's going to help you make better connections with people you do want to come into alignment with. And just breathe through this. Keep to your schedule. Get it done. Take a nap, for crying out loud, if you're tired right now. Know that you have the strength to get through all this. You do. You have that sustainer archetype right now. You can do it. But ask for help if you need it, okay? Because you might just need to ask for a bit of help. They're pulling back and they're telling me we're done. Okay, I thought this would be longer. I thought I'd have more to say, but they're saying, no, that's it. You've said what we needed you to. I'm also going to do a love message for you, love and relationships. This can apply to any part of your life, Sag. So check out your love messages today too. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. Take care. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.